Greetings everyone, welcome back to my part 2 tutorial on how to set up a TikTok analytics stats website. In part 1, I've already showed you guys how to set up this site right here. And today we're going to finish the setup by adding in Google Analytics, add the site to Google Search Console, add in an example banner ad, and also one important thing is the cron job to run the site automatically to update all the stats. So let's take a look real quick at an example of what the site looks like. You can see here the stats got updated. It's showing a trend right here. Before, when you first set up the site, it will just be a straight flat line. There won't be any kind of trend because you need to run the cron job so that these stats get updated daily. And to do that, let's go to the documentation right here. Okay, to set up the cron job, this is the last step in the setup. So basically, let's copy one of these right here. I'm going to recommend this middle one. This is the cron command, so let's copy that. Go to your cPanel hosting account. And again, if you're new to this, watch part 1 on the setup and then scroll all the way down here to where it says advanced. And then you see here cron jobs, click on that. Okay, on this page, scroll all the way down here. You will see the cron command field right here. Paste in the code. Okay, now go up here where it says common settings. Select from the drop down once per minute, and it will fill out these fields right here for minute, hour, day with this star. So let's delete this part down here and just leave the wget followed by the rest of the code here. And we still need to replace this part right here, the URL to our cron command from the site. So go to your website. So my website right here is stats.fan/admin. And in the previous video, I showed you how to set up and log into your admin. Once you're here, click on website settings and then go to cron. And here is the cron job URL. Copy this. So just highlight everything, right click, copy. Let's go back here and replace this part. Okay, and now click on add new cron job. And there it is, cPanel successfully added the cron job. So we're good there. Okay, so that's good with the cron. Now go to your dashboard again. Let's go back to website settings. And you can fill out the form here for the website title. So mine is stats fan, and then you can also upload a logo and then do some other options that you want, like email confirmation, enable new user registration. So this is optional and you can choose to do that if you want, enable those options. Okay, the next part is payment. So if you want users to sign up and pay you some kind of membership fee, then you will need the extended license from PHPstatistics. So this way you can accept paying members. And if you want to offer this site to your visitors and users for free, then you don't need to worry about this payment. For my site, stats.fan, I want to keep it free, so I'm not going to worry about the payment. And then the next part is the same thing. If you want to accept payment, then you will need to fill out this information. Okay, next part is TikTok. So you can choose when to refresh the stats and make the updates. And if you want to only allow to keep track of TikTok users with minimum of 100 followers, or you can set this to 1,000 or more if you want. I'll just keep it as default. And if you want to use proxy, you can enable this. And I recommend using proxies when your site gets more popular with thousands of TikTok accounts that needs to be updated daily. You may want to use proxies later on, but for now, just keep that off. You don't need to worry about that. And later on, you can add the proxies from this right here under proxies. Click on add proxy, and then you can fill out this information, and you can add multiple proxies, as many as you want, because this TikTok script relies on your server right now to keep track of all the TikTok profiles that's been added to the site. And if your server constantly go to TikTok and scrape user information and stats too many times, it may get blocked. So that's why you use proxies, but originally when you first start you don't really need to. Okay, let's go back to settings, Google reCAPTCHA. If your site's getting a lot of spam, and again this is when your site gets more popular, then you can enable this, and then you can follow the documentation to set up the Google reCAPTCHA. So that way every visitor that comes to your site, in order to look up TikTok accounts, they need to enter in a CAPTCHA code. Facebook login, if you want to allow users to sign up with Facebook. I like to just keep things simple for now. When you first start, you don't want to do too many things, set up too many features. Just run the site first and then add on other things when you get more traffic. Keep it simple. Let's not complicate things at the beginning. Okay, the next part, ads. Okay, right now there's two options for the header and the footer, and you can add in all kinds of ads, whatever you want, like banner ads, text link, even AdSense, eBay ads, Amazon ads. So I'm gonna set up a couple examples for the header and footer from Amazon. Okay, website settings, save. Let's go to the site, and you can't view the ads when you're logged in to your admin account. So that's why I'm using the incognito mode in my browser. You can see here the banner ad from Amazon. This is the header, and I've labeled this the header, but this won't show up in your advertisements. I just made it easier to see. So that's the header, and scroll down here. So here's the footer. I've also labeled this. So that's how your banner looks. Okay, back to the admin. Under socials, you can add in links to your other social media, and this will display at the footer of the website. SMTP, if you want to use to send out emails to your users, and you don't have to worry about this at the moment when you first start, and this is optional as well, but later on if your site gets really popular with thousands upon thousands of users, then you may want to check out the SMTP. But for now, let's not worry about that. Custom JS. So this is where you add in the Google Analytics. Go to your Google Analytics and then click on create property and just fill out the property information. I usually just add in my website name here. Okay, just like that. Stats.fan, show advanced option. And I like to use the Universal Analytics property, which is an earlier version of Google Analytics. Okay, now add in your site right here, stats.fan one more time, and just leave these as default, and then click next. Your site information, just select whatever, small, and I usually just check the first box just to measure engagement on my site. Leave everything else unchecked. Okay, it's done. Now scroll down here, click on this little drop down arrow, global site tag, and this will go in the head tag. So copy this right here. You can just click that to copy or highlight and copy. Go back to your website dashboard, paste right there the Google Analytics code. This is the head JavaScript. Let's click update. Okay, now your Google Analytics is added to your new site. Now one last thing, I like to add my site to Google Search Console. This way I can keep track of my search engine rankings and performance overall at the search engine. So this is very useful. Click on URL prefix, and I'll leave a link to Google Search Console down below if you want to use it. And it's optional, you don't need to use Google Search Console, add your site to it, or Google Analytics. So anyhow, here, enter in the URL. Okay, just like that. Click on continue, and it's going to do verifying. And once I've added my site to Analytics actually, and I've added the Google Analytics code to my site, Google Search Console will actually verify it automatically. But you have to make sure that you add in your Google Analytics to your site before you add your site to Google Search Console. So anyhow, it's verified automatically. Let's go to property, and there it is. And again, it just tracks your performance at the search engines. So it is very useful. Okay, back to the dashboard. Let's go to the pages. You can create new pages if you want. Let's create a page to see how that looks. So here you can do things like create an about page and then just type about your site here. Okay, let's try it out. Create. Okay, and the current position is the bottom menu, and here's the page. Let's open that up and see how it looks. Okay, it's actually at the bottom over here. So pages, about us. Let's click that, and there it is. Just a quick little about us. And you can actually, this is like Word document. You can insert or bold text and change text colors and everything. It's very graphical user interface. You don't need to mess with coding. And you can insert images, media files as well. Okay, let's go to plans. So we have these right here, yes, free and trial. So my site is free, so I'm just going to, let's edit this one, trial, and let's disable the trial because I'm not going to mess with that. And if you're creating a plan, here are the options for the plan. So what they can do and what they can't do. View the basic stats, projection stats, export, and things like that. You can enable and disable whatever you feel like. You're the admin, you're the boss. Okay, one very last thing. Let's go to TikTok users. And right here are all the TikTok accounts that were searched at the site. So wherever visitors come here and search for an account, it's going to show here all the searches. And then it also shows you the total views, last checked, when it was updated on the site. And if you click on these three little vertical dots right here, you can enable this as a demo account, and this will show up on your main homepage. So let me enable a few of these, and then I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so I enabled 3 of them. So we got here demo accounts 1, 2, 3. Let's go back here. So this is the homepage. So right now, example reports, free reports, nothing is showing. Let's refresh, and you can see here we got the demo accounts, and I can add more if I want. And 15 current TikTok profiles being tracked right now. So that's how many accounts has been entered here or searched here at the site. So as more and more people find this site and do more searches, this number will grow. Okay, so that's the very basics of customizing this site and how to set it up. Very easy and works great. I really like it, and I'll keep you guys updated on this site, so stay tuned for more updates, and be sure to subscribe to my channel, How to Webmaster, for more tips, tricks, tutorials, and more website builds in the future. Thanks again. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Please leave it in the comments down below. Thanks so much, and until next time, happy webmastering.